You're not ill if you feel hatred or anger, but you are, not because of the feeling itself, but because it has lasted long enough for you to ask that question. So, what is the hatred we are concerned with in this Zen talk? Not the one which comes and goes together with your fleeting thoughts, appearing briefly as a direct response to a similarly unstable stimulus. If you can remove yourself spatially and mentally from the hated thing, it's natural to do so. Though that might not deal with the chronic response, it will remove the symptom. What if the impact of a hated thing or situation is so crippling it's changed your very perception so that your thoughts are warped in the direction of the hateful? What if the attention itself is constantly being pulled toward that which is hateful, unbearably so that you cannot shift away your focus? Do you just force yourself to forget about the hateful thing? Force yourself to love it, maybe? Well, if being blinded by the light is cured by pulling out your eyes, you may. If being in pain is cured by coming to love the pain, you may. But you may also choose not to fall victim to the Stockholm Syndrome, whereby you are both the aggressor and the victim. Because there is no escape from the mind if you refurbish it into a prison. That's good and all. So where's my pill? There's none. If you could just cancel the inflow of hateful thoughts, there'd be no reason for a cure. So maybe there are some recommendations, and maybe there are some related to Buddhism. This is a Zen talk for crying out loud. In gist, do not perpetuate the unwholesome states. Do not let the unwholesome states proliferate. Easier said than done. To start with, ask this question: is this state of hatred wholesome? If you have answered in affirmative, hit like and subscribe, but you're happy already, aren't you? Regardless, do you want the state to persist? Does it merit you that it persist? Perhaps it allows you to go on. If so, how long must it persist? Perhaps it allows you to not focus on other things. Worse still, how long till they force themselves into your thoughts? Perhaps it's the only thing which allows you to go on. Is that truly the one thing left to your life? What is the object of your hatred? Is it a person or a thing? A past action done toward you or those you love? If it's the former, what is it that you hate exactly about that thing? A property? Is that a defining property? Are you clean of that yourself? If you must escape it, do you think hatred will help you? If you must fight it, do you think hatred will allow you to see the enemy for what it is? Is your hatred effective toward reaching your goal? Is your vision of the goal clear? If it's a past action you hate, what is it that you hate? The resultant state? The perpetrator? If it's the state, look at the state closer, not your emotions about it. What is the way out of it? Surely not persevering in hatred. If it's a person, what is it that you wish to transpire? If it does transpire, is the resultant state a state free of hatred? Is hatred helpful in achieving your goal? If you don't think it makes sense to forgive, you don't have to. This is not about forgiveness, not about being blind toward a great misdeed. Naturally, a person full of hatred wishes ill to befall the object of their hatred. If you are sure your hatred is justified, why not try to swap it for justice so that you act not to feed yourself and shit your hatred out, being first full and then hollow, but to right the wrongs done toward what you care about? In Buddhism, a mind of hatred is to be eliminated by a mind of non hatred. Understanding why hatred has no worth as a grounding for daily life is cutting one more delusion off of yourself, thus decreasing the potential misery for yourself and those you care about. Eliminating unwholesome states is a mental action, not perpetuating hatred is a moral action. Attaining understanding about what is unwholesome and what is wholesome and acting upon it is moral and wise. Bertrand Russell said, hatred is foolish, love is wise. I'd like to add that hatred is ineffective and self deprecating, and you are truly ill if you willingly refuse the cure.